This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
So, in my quest to find a proper apartment in a proper neighborhood, so I found it here's what's going on now, okay? So, there's a landlord that's, the landlord, okay, here's what's going on. So I found an apartment on, I think, Craigslist, I think it was. And, in the ad it said that they want, I believe it was $750 a month. That I would have to, they would pay for gas, and I would have to pay electric. Okay. So, where is the apartment? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Jewett Parkway. Okay. So, I called them up yesterday. They do Section 8. They do allow pets. However, they're not exactly sure if I can have the apartment, considering they don't know if Belmont will pay for it and everything else. So I had to call my worker. So I've been calling her for like maybe 3 days now. Okay, and we're gonna call her again. I left her so many fucking voicemails over this. There's nothing to suggest that she's on vacation or whatnot. So, we're just gonna call again. Yeah, I'm getting fucking tired of this shit, because I'm losing apartments for her not answering the fucking phone or calling me back. Okay. Let's try this again. I left her one voicemail, and then I just been calling her back over and over and over again. So I called her back about an hour ago. See if she's in the fucking office yet. And every time I...
Did you know that...
Hold on, I fucked up. Every time I call it, I have to go through the fucking answering service. Okay, so that looks like you're on caller number 3.
Belmont Housing Resources for Western New York and New Opportunities Community Development Corporation. If you know your party's extension, enter it now. For a dial by name directory, did you know that Belmont Housing Resource Center is open until 8
Because the dial by name directory never works right.
Belmont offers free financial education and home buyer workshops. Just ask their receptionist to direct you. If you are looking to see when you applied to our Section 8 rental assistance waitlist and what date we are currently selecting from, go to www.waitlistcheck.com. You are currently caller number 2.
2.
Did you know that Belmont's Housing Resource Center is open until 8 p.m. on Thursday evenings? Did you also know that Belmont offers free financial education and home buyer workshops? Just ask our receptionist to direct you. If you are looking to see when you applied to our Section 8 rental assistance waitlist and what date we are currently www.waitlistcheck.com. You are currently caller number 2. It's open until 8 p.m. on Thursday. Did you know that Belmont's Housing Resource Center is open until 8 p.m. on Thursday evenings? Did you also know that Belmont offers free financial education and home buyer workshops? Just ask our receptionist to direct you. If you are looking to see when you applied to our Section 8 rental assistance waitlist and what date we are currently selecting from, go to www.waitlistcheck.com. You are currently caller number 2.
Still 2.
Did you also know that Belmont offers free financial education and home buyer work? Belmont Housing, how may I direct your call?
Hi, may I please speak with Sabrina?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Did you know that Belmont's Housing Resource Center is open until 8 p.m. on Thursday evenings? Did you also know that Belmont offers free financial education and home buyer workshops? Just ask our receptionist to direct you. If you are looking to see when you applied to our Section 8... Hi, you've reached Sabrina's voicemail. I'm either away from my desk or I'm on another line. Please listen carefully to the entire message. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. However, housing specialists will be unavailable for case management by phone or office visit after 1 p.m. on Fridays. Please leave me only one detailed message. Make sure to include your name and phone number, and your call will be returned as soon as possible. Thanks.
Hi, it's Michael Constantino calling you back again. I'm losing apartments over here because I'm not getting. You're not calling me back. I don't know why. Anyway, there's an apartment that I'm interested in. They want, what was it? $750 a month. But they pay for gas. And I would have to pay for electric. They want to know if Belmont would do that. I told them I would call them back yesterday. I would call them right back, and I never got back to them because I never got a call back from you. I've been calling them for about a week now. Regarding other apartments, regarding Art Space Lofts on Main Street. I want to do an application for that place. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just tired of leaving messages all day and all night. You could be on vacation, but no one's telling me you're on vacation. It's not on your voicemail. So I'm assuming that you're in the office or whatever. Please give me a call back. My phone number is 716-994-4067. Thanks, bye. Oh, and I have to call a fucking county worker too. I'm not in the fucking mood to deal with her. I'm really not in the fucking mood. So let me finish my fucking chips. But I'm really not in the fucking mood to deal with that bitch right now. I'm like this close to just fucking flipping out on her. This fucking close to flipping out on her. And just fucking calling her fucking supervisor. Like, I really don't want to fucking deal with her. So, it just... I had to go to the food pantry today. Then I had to go to the fucking laundromat. I'm just fucking tired of Lovejoy. Jesus Christ, does Lovejoy ever fucking quit? What the fuck? Nothing happened today. It's just that I'm tired of fucking being here. I'm just sick and I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted from being here. This neighborhood mentally and physically drains me. I can't take it anymore. I cannot take living here anymore. He's not doing anything for me except for giving me a fucking headache. All she fucking does is give me a headache. That's all she's there for, give me a fucking headache. Now, oh shit. You know what though? You know what? I realized, what's today? Today is March 16th. Did you know that my restraining order will be up in 3 months and 5 days? That's fucking hot. Okay? That's hot. And I got my dick's fucking hanging out again. You did not see that. All right. I'm trying to find something here. I'm just tired of fucking Lovejoy and the white trash. I'm tired of it. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Alright. Well, how the fuck do I download this? Hold on. Oh. Ooh. Right. I should also talk about something else that happened yesterday. So I went to go see the vocational counselor yesterday. I go in there, I'm like, I'm here to see, the vocational counselor. Go up to the fucking receptionist. I'm here to see the vocational counselor. Oh, okay, just a minute. She looks me up and she's like, just hold on a second. So she gets up, she goes around the corner. And she brings this woman over to the window. She's like, oh, yeah. The vocational counselor quit. Or she didn't quit, she got another position, I guess. So this woman's gonna take over. Mind you, the one chick I had was fucking hot. And then I get this other chick and she's like, I mean, she's okay. But, I mean, she's like, she looks like my friend Connor's wife. Like, for real. Like, just real skinny and shit. She also has, like, the pink hair. Pink hair. But, you know, but you know, B, I like those chicks that are, like, fucking thick. Like, thick as a brick. My band covered that song. In its entirety, it's like what? It's like a 60-minute song or something. I did in like 19 minutes. That must be a new world record. You know, there's a reason. You wanna know the reason I do not like fucking Lovejoy? Oh, there's many. There's many. First of all, now I'm going to be 100% honest with these two. Okay. So, as y'all know, Lovejoy is known to be a racist neighborhood. It's racist. There's a lot of racism that goes on around here. Okay? Both sides. Both sides are fucking racist. There, I said it. But anyway, I honestly don't care about the racism. Okay? And I'll be honest, I don't fucking care, really. I don't care how fucking racist you are. I don't fucking care. And this is what Angelo Mike always talks about. Oh, you're always self-serving. Oh, no shit. You know, I don't really care. I'm not racist, okay? And I really don't care. You know, let someone else have a different opinion. I don't fucking care. I'll be honest, I don't fucking care if the fucking Big Timers Club started doing a fucking march down fucking Lovejoy and in full clan hoods and shit. I don't fucking care. I wouldn't go, but I wouldn't care. Now, here's what I really don't fucking like about Lovejoy. Right? Because it's racist, because it's a racist neighborhood, people just automatically, okay, people who are not from Lovejoy automatically assume that if you're from Lovejoy, you're racist. And they will judge you accordingly. For example, like I said, I'm not racist. But I go and tell somebody that I'm from Lovejoy. I go and tell someone on the fucking west side I'm from Lovejoy, right? And what the fuck do they say? Oh, you must be racist then. It's like the first thing out of somebody's mouth is, oh, that must be race. You must be a racist. And honestly, I don't like being judged like that. I don't like, you know, going somewhere saying that I'm from somewhere and then saying, oh, they're from that racist neighborhood. So living here makes me look bad, okay? That's all I'm saying, you know? That whole guilt by association thing. You know, it's that guilt by association thing. Oh, you live in a racist neighborhood? Well, and that means you must be racist. You know, it's just like how when we moved from Zelmer, we moved from we moved from Zelmer Street to Lovejoy, and we moved from Zelmer to Lovejoy, and it was one of my buses. I told the bus aide on the bus, yeah, you know, we're moving, right? And she's like, oh, where are you moving? We're moving to Lovejoy. And what did the bus aide say? It was a black woman, too. And she was like, oh, why are you moving there? Are you trying to get away from all the black people here? It's that kind of shit that I don't like. I don't like that shit. So, yeah, Lovejoy is considered when first thing that people think of when they hear of Lovejoy is the racism. Lovejoy is racist. Yeah, that's what they think of. Oh shit. Lovejoy is racist, and there's no way around it. Honestly, I don't really give a shit. I really don't. I may not give a shit, but I give a shit when people start, you know, associating me with those kind of ideologies. And that's where I draw the line. And it's like, okay, so you're going to associate me with being racist just because I'm in a racist neighborhood. Okay, cool. So does that mean also that if I have a lot of friends who are drug addicts, does that automatically mean that I'm a fucking drug addict? That I don't like that shit. So, but I think it's time that I just fucking move out of Lovejoy anyway. Because the other reason is, there's another reason I don't like the fucking neighborhood. Is that, while, you know, I live my life and other people live their life, you know, I honestly don't care if half the neighborhood is inbred or not. That, you know, the way I see that, that's their kids, that's their life. That, you know what I'm saying? You know, it really doesn't affect me too much. I mean, yeah, it's stupid that I have to look at those kind of people. But in reality, it's like, why does it bother me? It's not, it's like, why do I care? It's not my kids. It's not my family. That I know of. I mean, I could be as inbred as they come, you know. And you know, I still have my thoughts that I am somewhat inbred. That my parents were both cousins. I don't know cousins, but that they were somehow related to each other. And you know, there's a lot of evidence to support that. The big one being that, yeah, my mom has actually came out and said that she was making a joke, but she said, she said, yeah, me and your father are related. She actually came out and said that once. I said, really? How? She's like, oh, we're married to each other. That's all she said. It's like, okay. Like, why would you even say that? It was like a big fucking tease or something. But I always think that when there's smoke, there's fire. And I think there's a little bit more going on here. You know what I'm saying? So then, the other thing that really tipped me off was that a couple months ago I found out that my mother's godfather died, and she was calling her godfather my uncle somehow. And I never really knew who my mother's godfather was. But as I found out, me and my mother and my father both share the same godfather. What the fuck is a godfather anyway? Like, I never fucking got the concept of a godfather, godparents. What, it's just somebody that fucking holds the baby while the fucking priest pours water on it? Is that the only thing? That's the only thing that's... I don't get it, but whatever. It makes no fucking sense. Like, that's actually a title. That's a big fucking title, you know. It's just somebody that holds the baby while the priest puts the fucking water on the baby's head. And when you think about it like that, it's really a shitty concept. You're pretty like the whole concept of that. The whole concept is that the baby was born with original sin, and doing the baptism shit. Pretty much, it washes away that original sin. The original sin being that Eve betrayed God when she ate the fucking apple, and because God is such a forgiving person, you know, God is such a forgiving being. You would think that God would let something like that go. Oh, no. He doesn't let that shit go. In fact, he cursed all the humans after that and said, oh yeah, they're all sinners. Because something that something that somebody did that I don't even fucking know. I don't even know who Eve is. I never met the fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a fucking asshole because I'm a fucking evil I'm an evil motherfucker because of God's grudge. That's not my grudge, that's God's grudge. But I digress. So pretty much what you're doing is you're baptizing, but you're saying that the baby is you know, born evil. That she's, you know, the baby is born evil, pretty much. You're trying to say that, you know, the baby is inherently fucking evil. It's fucking ridiculous, really. But anyway, it's like this. The way I see it, the police, the FBI, whatever you want to call them, when there's terrorists and shit, they like to do what they call waterboarding them, which is where they take the fucking terrorist, okay, they take the fucking terrorist and they fucking dunk his head all the way in the fucking water until they talk. Funny, that kind of sounds like a baptism to me, doesn't it? To me, that kind of sounds like baptism. Pretty much, you're waterboarding a baby. You're saying, hey, you're gonna be dunked under this fucking water until you're fucking until you start learning how to love Jesus and love God. You're gonna have to learn to love Jesus and love God, because you know you have to be forced. You have to be forced to love Jesus and love God. You can't have any kind of choice. You have to you know, because he's that fucking forgiving that, you know, he's willing to fucking you know, he's that forgiving that he, you know, fucking pretty much cursed all the fucking humans after Eve because of something that cunt did. You know? And you gotta think about it this way too. If God didn't want her to eat that apple, why was there even an apple there? That apple didn't need to be there. God chose to put that apple there. And God was like, okay, so you two can fuck, but You're not allowed to eat that fucking apple. And it's like, and, you know, it's like a little kid. It's like a little kid in a fucking, you see like a button that says don't push this button, and you're like a little kid and you have to push the fucking button, you know? You have to know what that fucking button does. So you push the fucking button. You know? Why even have the fucking button there? You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was in jail. It's like when I was in jail, in jail, there's like a window. There's a window that looks outside to Delaware Avenue, right? And, yeah, we used to look out the window a lot. And for some reason, it was like against the rules to look out the window. And it was like against the rules to look out that window. For some odd reason, it was against the rules. And, you know, some of the COs didn't really care. But when the fucking sergeants come in and shit, they like crack down on people looking out the, like, what? Why is the fucking window even there then? You know, I don't see any fucking problem with it. I really don't, to be honest. Like, I don't see how looking out a window in jail is like a real big deal. It makes no sense. And why is that like such a rule that, you know, hey, you can be fucking punished for that? You're gonna give me a fucking charge? What's the charge gonna say? What's the charge gonna say? Like looking out the window? There's no, I don't know. It's just stupid. I don't know why that rule even exists. So, ooh. I'm watching this idiot play fucking Zelda 2, and he's not killing the fucking knights the way I kill them. This guy that's playing Zelda 2, I'm watching a video of him playing Zelda 2 right now. He's not killing, you know, those knights? You have to jump and then hit them when you're coming down. Not like the down attack, but, you know, you have to kind of jump and then swing your sword like that. He's doing it like really fucking a weird way. And I believe he's on like the 4th dungeon right now. Oh, he's got the reflect spell, so he might be a little bit farther than that. Let's see. Oh, he might be on like the 5th or 6th. There's like what, 8 dungeons I think it was. Yeah, those dungeons are bullshit. There's the last dungeon's like the hardest one, the Grand Palace or whatever. But no. Oh, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So it turns out that both my parents have the same godfather. Like, how the fuck does that work? And that godfather just so happens to, quote-unquote, be one of my uncles. I guess. Not even a fucking uncle, when you think about it. He was... Here's what my mom said. He was my grandfather's brother. Which would mean, and mind you, by the way, that my dad is like 12, I don't know, my dad is like maybe a couple years older than my mom, okay? My dad's a couple years older than her, so that would mean that even before, hold on, I'm trying to think about this for a second. So, before my mother was born, they must have had a fucking godfather picked out. And it just so happened to be... I think that would be my dad's uncle. Not my uncle, but my dad's uncle, right? It would be like my second uncle or something like that. I don't fucking know. But somehow I'm related to him. I'm related, and my mom's fucking godfather's the same godfather my dad has, and it's just okay. You got me there. It's this whole thing where the fucking family tree doesn't fork correctly. It kind of instead of the family tree going like this, okay? Instead, it goes like that. I don't know. So, even though those are other people's problems, those are other people, the inbreeding and whatnot, it still looks bad on me. It still looks bad. It's like, okay, so you tell think about this, okay? You tell somebody you're from fucking West Virginia, okay? And what the fuck are they gonna? What are they gonna think about when you say you're from like West Virginia? You think you're automatically gonna assume that you have no teeth, that you're some inbred yokel. Okay, that's what you're gonna assume. When you tell people you're from Lovejoy, you're gonna automatically assume that they're inbred and they're inbred trash and they're yokels and they're racist and the whole 9 yards. And I'm not in the, people are like, why don't you try to change the fucking attitudes of the people here. Why don't you try to, what do you call it? Why don't you get people to, actually look at the problems, and try to change the attitude. I was like, why fucking bother? No, really, why fucking bother? Like, it's like, I don't even fucking care, to be honest. Like, it's that much, it's just that much, I just don't fucking care. It's just, I don't fucking care, to be honest. I don't care enough about Lovejoy to try to change attitudes or whatnot. I just don't fucking care. And the other reason I don't like Lovejoy is, to a point, something that people have been telling me that I don't like South Buffalo, I don't like Lovejoy for. What they were saying was somewhat accurate, but of course they had to make it into something it's not. They had to kind of say it in a way that it wasn't. So, though a lot of people think that I don't like Lovejoy or South Buffalo because South Buffalo and Lovejoy don't have a lot of restaurants. And to be honest, that is true. That is true. South Buffalo and Lovejoy don't have a lot of restaurants. And that is 100% true. They do not have a lot. They do not have a lot of restaurants. And to that I say, well, okay, so you don't have a lot of restaurants. Okay, it doesn't matter if they have a lot of restaurants or not. Because that's not what I'm talking about. You're trying to make it out to be that I'm like this fat guy that only fucking, you know, chooses his you know, places to live on fucking food. That's what you're trying to make me out to be. Right? As you know, the reason I don't like Lovejoy has nothing to do with how many restaurants are there per capita, okay? Because you know why? You know why? Because I can always just take a fucking bus out to North Buffalo. I can take a bus out to North Buffalo and eat wherever the fuck I want. I can take the fucking bus. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't bother me. But you know what? You know what? I feel that even without the restaurants, okay, there's still a lot of fucking stuff you could do in North Buffalo. And yeah, I can always take a fucking bus out there and do whatever I want over there. While living in Lovejoy. But why? Why bother? Why should I have to do that? If I can move over there where I like to be, then why should I ever have to take a bus out there? You know what I'm saying? And North Buffalo isn't a bad area. North Buffalo isn't a bad area. I think it's safer than Lovejoy. I'm telling you, I think it's safer. And, you know, I think it's a lot safer. And you know what? So I mean, it's not about the fucking restaurants. Yeah, they say, oh yeah, the only reason you like North Buffalo so much is because there's a lot of restaurants around there. Which, yeah, there's a lot of restaurants in North Buffalo, but who fucking cares? I'm not gonna live at a fucking restaurant, you know? But you know what? I mean, yes, things to do factor into where I want to fucking move. Whether that be access to restaurants or access to stores. You know, I loved being in North Buffalo. I loved being within walking distance of 2 fucking GameStops. I love being in walking distance to a Kmart. I love being in a walking distance to a Target. I love being in walking distance from any fucking kind of restaurant you want. Yeah, we're bringing in the fucking restaurants. I like being there. I thought it was a nice neighborhood. And I mean, I'm sorry, but that's where I thought, that's where that's where I liked to live. I liked North Buffalo. I'm not going to be apologetic over it. I'm not going to apologize for liking North Buffalo over fucking Lovejoy. You're not going to get that out of me. But, also the other thing that I have to talk about, and we've been talking about this forever now. We've been talking about this shit forever. The fucking Lovejoy mail. That's right, the Lovejoy fucking mail. And, yeah, this is a problem. This is a real problem. Why? Because I got a fucking package the other day from Amazon. When Amazon sends you a package, they give you a notification on your phone when it's delivered. When I got that package, I got the notification at 5:30 in the afternoon. And now that daylight savings time is coming up, that just means that now that means that the fucking Lovejoy mail is now going to be an hour late to make up for daylight savings time. I'm just kidding, you know. But I wouldn't put it past Lovejoy to do that. One of these days, I'm gonna fucking bitch to Dick Fontana about this Lovejoy mail crapola. I'm gonna have to bitch to Dick about this. I'm gonna have to bitch to Dick Fontana over this Lovejoy mail shit, because it wouldn't even be that bad, except for I'm paying a premium to live in Lovejoy. I'm paying a fucking premium here. A premium, which means I'm paying all kinds of money. I factored it in. I'm paying over $52 a year extra just so I can live here. Because that check, when they send those checks on Thursday, they don't come until fucking Saturday. They don't come until Saturday night. When the banks are all closed, they don't come. They're not going to come until Saturday fucking night. Meanwhile, I could fucking order a fucking package. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous why this happens. I can order a fucking package from Juneau, Alaska. Okay? And it can arrive here. It can arrive here the exact same time my check comes from downtown Buffalo. That check is only moving, like what? 3 miles away, maybe? Meanwhile, I got a package coming from Juneau, Alaska, okay, that can get here within the same time my check comes. If I were to order a package from Juneau, Alaska, okay, I can order a package from Juneau, Alaska on a fucking Thursday. I will get that package on Saturday. The same day that my check comes, you know, coming from fucking downtown Buffalo. Why is that? Why is a package coming from Juneau, Alaska? Okay? Why is it coming from Juneau, Alaska? The same time my check comes from, fucking downtown Buffalo. Please answer me that fucking question. You'd expect the fucking package from Juneau, Alaska to come, a lot slower, because, it's fucking Alaska, okay? Why the fuck is a package from Juneau, Alaska coming? Why can I fucking get a package from Juneau, Alaska and have it here in fucking 2 days? Meanwhile, it takes that same amount of time to go from downtown to Lovejoy. And I know this is, I understand that this is not a purely Lovejoy thing. I realize that. You know, chances are, anywhere that I go in Buffalo, that mail is gonna come. That mail is gonna come, you know. It's gonna come on like 2 days later. If they still send the checks and I'm living in North Buffalo, they still send them on a fucking Thursday, I know that I'm gonna get it on a fucking Saturday still. But the difference is that, you know, I might get it on a Saturday at 5:30 here, but I might get it on a Saturday at fucking 11 o'clock in North Buffalo. There's the difference. There's the difference. And the fucking banks around here, some of them are open Saturdays. Not all, but some. Now here's the problem with that. They're only open until like, I think they're only open until like noon on a fucking Saturday. So it makes no fucking sense. Come on. Come on, asshole. I'm trying to open this bullshit. Hold on. There we go. That's good enough. See, it makes no sense. I don't know. Alright. That's the thing. If that mail in Lovejoy, or that mail comes, the banks are only open until fucking noon on a Saturday. They're only open till noon. Some of them. And it's only some banks. It's not all banks, it's some. Now, that would mean that if my mail comes at afternoon on Saturday, that means if my mail comes at afternoon on Saturday, that means I don't get to cash my check at the bank. That means I have to go all the way out to fucking Tops and cash it there. And then I have to eat the dollar, or I can be fucking lazy and take my hide down to fucking the corner here, or I have to eat $2. So because Lovejoy can't get their fucking mail together, I'm gonna end up paying more for a fucking to live here. And is it even worth it? Not really. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to me to sit there and it's not worth it to me to sit here and pay all kinds of money extra just to live around white people. I told my fucking landlord. I told my landlord I was looking to move, right? He's like, oh, where are you looking to move to? I was like North Buffalo, Elmwood area, kinda. You know what my landlord said? He's like, oh, you want to live... Because my landlord's kind of racist. And like every other word out of his mouth is fuck. Okay? He swears a lot, like me. But he's like, oh, you want to go live... You want to go live with the fucking niggers, don't you? I was like, yeah, matter of fact, I do want to go live with the fucking niggers. he has some. I heard he has some apartments in the west side, but they're all rented out to like fucking college kids at Dewville. But I was like, I want to get into one of your fucking west side. It's like, oh, it's all fucking Puerto Rican. He's like, that's what he said. He's like, it's all Puerto Rican over there. So like, I give a fuck. And what is it over here? It's all fucking toothless white trash inbred yokels over here. Right? So yes, as a matter of fact, I do want to go live with the fucking niggers. Right? That's what he said. Why? Because I like to live with the fucking niggers. Hey, I can go live with them, and I won't be called a fucking racist for where I'm living. If I go live in a place like the Fruit Belt, which I'm not gonna go live in a fucking Fruit Belt, but imagine a person like me going to live in the Fruit Belt. What would somebody say about that? You can't really say anything bad about that person. You're like, damn, that guy's fucking brave as shit. It's like, even Eugene is a little, you know, on the racist side when you think about it. And he's black. So I called him while I was in jail. I called Eugene from jail. And I told him I was in jail, whatever. And he's like, man, you need to watch yourself because, you know, it's just all black people in jail. He's like, I'm like, you know what? I'm fine. Actually, there wasn't that many black people in jail. There were some. I would like to say it was. I want to say it was a kind of a good even mix. It was like a little bit of everything. Some Spanish and some black. You know. We even had some like Asians, and had some people like Indian people, which is kind of weird because there's not a lot of Indian people in Western New York. It was like, okay, so why are they here? We actually had some Indian guy, I forgot his name. But he was actually from like Toronto. It's like, really? Why the fuck you here? We're like, damn. If I had fucking Canadian citizenship, I wouldn't fucking leave. I wouldn't even come back to fucking Buffalo. I would just stay in fucking Toronto. I wish I could do that shit. I wish I could do that shit. Why would that's like a Zima. Okay? There's something that I don't care about her. And that is, a lot of times she'll say like, oh, I'm coming to fucking Niagara Falls. Why do I want to go to Niagara Falls? Why would you ever want to go to Niagara Falls? You're in like one of the best fucking cities in the fucking world. You know? I would fucking kill to be able to get fucking Canadian citizenship and live in Toronto. Are you kidding me? It's like, damn. Why would you ever want to move? I'm gonna be like my mom for once. Why would you ever want to get out of fucking Toronto? That's what I want to know. there's reasons to get out of fucking Buffalo. Okay? There's reasons to fucking move out of Buffalo. There's not a lot of good reasons to move out of fucking Toronto, though. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my own biases. Because I can't stand like little fucking towns and villages and shit like that. Like my mom said, "Oh, I want you to move to Wales," and I was just ready to fucking punch her in the face when she said that. I want you to move to Wales. I'm serious. I was ready to literally punch her in the fucking face when she said that. Wales. Wales, New York. Okay, it's one of those fucking little towns that only has like 1,000 people in it. It's like worse than like East Aurora. Okay, and East Aurora is a bad fucking place to be. Okay, let's not make that, you know. Let's not lie here. East Aurora is fucking terrible. It's not terrible with the crime, but it's terrible because there's nothing around there. See, my whole thing is that the way that I judge a place to be nice or not nice, it's not really much about the crime. Because you can have low crime and still have a fucking piece of shit place to live. Okay? Now, the way I judge it is what's actually around there. If it's one of those fucking places where you have to, you know, in order to get out to the fucking street, you have to drive a mile. If it's one of those places where your closest neighbor is out in, you know, your closest neighbor is like miles away, then I think that's a shitty fucking neighborhood. I think that's a shitty part of town. When you have to go back to fucking Buffalo anyway, you know, just to get fucking groceries, then you might as well just live in fucking Buffalo, right? That's the way I see it. When you're gonna just sit there and be fucking, you know, when you have cabin fever all day, because there's nowhere to go, you don't have a fucking car, you're not gonna fucking walk all the way to fucking Buffalo. But of course the place is fucking safe. It's safe because there's no crime. That's not fucking safe. That just makes it so that there's no, that's not fucking safe. And believe me, Toronto is one of the safest cities in this side of the fucking world. It's like they always say it's #1 safest large fucking city in the fucking western and fucking northern hemisphere. And you know what? I could live in fucking Toronto. I could really. It's such a nice fucking city, it's not even funny. My fucking desktop picture is fucking Toronto. With the fucking CN Tower right there. And I see the fucking TD Bank building right there as well. And I think that's like a big fucking boat or something. But Toronto's a fucking nice ass fucking city. Okay? I would, if I knew how, I would fucking get dual citizenship so that I can go and fucking move to fucking Toronto and live there. And I would get I'd be able to get a job there. I'd be able to get a nice place there. Come on. Come on. You know, I was born in the wrong fucking country. You know what I'm saying? My mom was always like, oh, we always went to fucking Toronto. Well, why the fuck did I not be born in a fucking Toronto fucking hospital? She's like, you were almost born in a Toronto hospital. I'm like, I should have been. That way I would be a fucking citizen right there. I'd be like one of those little anchor babies or whatever the fuck. I would have been a fucking citizen of fucking Canada. But instead you decided because you're too fucking lazy. You're too fucking lazy to you know, have the baby in fucking Toronto and then come back to the fucking States. You are too fucking busy. You're too fucking lazy to do that. Because you didn't want to fill out the extra paperwork. But I would have had so many different opportunities. And you know what? All that squandered because laziness. Oh, shit. So now I'm just stuck here in fucking Lovejoy. I'm fucking stuck here. And yes, I know I still gotta call that fucking. Oh my god. I don't even want to fucking call her. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to fucking deal with her. I'm really not. I'm really not in the mood to deal with my fucking county worker at this point. I'm really not. But I have to. I have to call her. You know what? I'm like, let's count these pills first. Let's see how much money I have to put out for all this medication this week. Oh, that was a good catch. All right. So glipizide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so this one can be done next week. Metformin. I got only 5 metformin left. I only have 5 shit pills left. Okay, atorvastatin. Let's see. I got. Looks like I'm running along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 atorvastatin left. This one can go for next week. So just the metformin at this one. What about the Januvia? Oh, I can already tell. I can already tell by how many pills of Januvia it looked like there was going to have enough for a couple weeks, actually, for that one. So right now I got to fucking call for a metformin. So let's call that. I'm not in a fucking mood. I'll call that later. I'll call it when I get my check. I got 5 of these left. Oh wait, 5? I got fucking 5. So let's see. Holy shit. Okay, so 1. Whoa. So I have 1 for tonight, one for tomorrow morning, one for tomorrow night, one for Sunday, one for Sunday night. Yeah, I'm fucked. Because if that check doesn't come tomorrow, then I'm fucked. So, might as well just fucking call it. I keep forgetting that it's I take these 2 a day. I take the ones that make me shit the most. And is it normal for me to shit black? Hold on. I've been like shitting like pitch black lately. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Let me call for this shit.
You've reached your Rite Aid Pharmacy at 1224 East Lovejoy Street. Your Rite Aid store is open from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. Your Rite Aid Pharmacy is open from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. If you are calling from a doctor's office, please press 8 now. If you are calling to refill a prescription and know your prescription number, press 1. Using the touchtone keypad, please enter your prescription number, which is located in the upper left-hand corner. The prescription number you entered is 01807089161. If this is correct, press 1. Please hold while we validate your prescription. Your prescription will be refilled. Please enter the telephone number. If you have another prescription you would like to refill at this time, press 1. If not, press 2. Your order is being processed. If you would like to pick up your prescription today, press 1. If you would like to pick up your prescription on our next business day, press 2. If you will be picking up before 2 p.m., press 1. If you will be picking up after 2 p.m., press 2. Your refillable prescription will be ready on our next business day, Saturday, March 17th, after 2 p.m. Thank you for calling the Rite Aid Pharmacy. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's gonna be ready. It's gonna be, you know what it is? It's gonna be ready after 2 p.m. that I put on. You know why? You know why I put that I want to pick it up after 2 p.m.? Because it doesn't matter when I pick it up. The fucking mail's not gonna come before 2 p.m. Oh God, fucking mail. And then I gotta call this bitch. Oh my God, I don't even want to call her. I don't want to fucking talk to her. I really don't. I really don't want to fucking call her. Because I don't like her. I don't really want to fucking call her. I'm like this close to asking for a fucking supervisor name and her phone number. Oh my God, I just don't want to fucking talk to her. I don't want to fucking talk. But I have to tell her that I'm starting a new job soon. I have to tell her because it's, you know, part of the. I have to inform her because of that. I don't want to fucking talk to her. I don't want to fucking call her. I don't want to fucking talk to her at all. Oh my God. This is the problem. I don't want to fucking call. I really don't want to fucking call her. I don't like her at all. I don't want to fucking deal with her. That's the problem. I'm such a fucking coward. I don't want to fucking, because she's gonna bitch. She's gonna fucking bitch up the fucking ass about me having a job. And it's something that I have to report to her, too. So, and I just don't want to fucking deal with her. It's gonna take a lot out of me to fucking be cool, calm, and collective dealing with her. And I hope that if I call her, it's just gonna go straight to a voicemail because I don't want to fucking talk to her. Here we go. I really don't want to fucking talk to her. Your phone number. I really don't want to fucking call the number. I'm like fucking dreading it. I don't want to fucking talk to her, dude. I don't want to fucking talk to her. It's not about, I'm not like afraid. I'm just, it just makes me so angry just talking to her. Alright. Here we go. Alright, it's dialing.
Sorry. Camera ebook is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi Tammy, it's Michael Constantino. Listen, I have to report that I am gonna start a job soon. I got a job at Family Dollar Genesee and Pine Ridge is where it's at. I'm just waiting for the drug test to come back, and then I'll probably be hired next week sometime. What else? I'm still looking for an apartment. I did put in an application for. I put in an application for an apartment on Elmwood. It's like Elmwood and West Utica. There's like a tall building there. I'm trying to get a hold of my Belmont worker. Because I'm trying to put in an application also at the Art Space Lofts on Main Street, and I'm also trying to get some information from her regarding an apartment that I saw online. She hasn't been calling me back or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, please give me a call back, 716-994-4067. Thanks, bye. Oh my god. I really didn't want to fucking talk to her. I'm so fucking glad that when I called her, I got a fucking voicemail, because I would have just lost it. I would have lost it right there if she would have said anything, negative. She would have just been like, oh, you're not allowed to work. That's what she would have been like. Man, you're not allowed to work. You're on disability. You're not allowed to work. And she would have just gone like that. And it's like, bitch, you know what? Yeah, I am allowed to work. How about this? How about this, though? We never had this fucking problem before you came in. We never had this fucking problem. I never had this fucking problem where I wasn't allowed to work. I was able to work anytime while I'm on. When you're on this, it doesn't mean you can't work. It doesn't mean anything like that. Fucking con. She's like, why don't you need to go to independent living center. If she brought up that fucking independent living center one more fucking time, I would have fucking punched her in the face. Because I will not go there. I will not go there at all. I won't go there. I will not go to that fucking place. Independent living center on fucking Main Street and like Winspear or something. I will not go to that place because you know why? I do not feel safe over there because of fucking Brian Robson. Brian Robson delivers pizzas from that fucking Just Pizza over there. And if he sees me walking around that fucking neighborhood, I'm back in fucking jail. I'm back in fucking jail. You saw what they did when I went to the fucking bitch's work. You saw what they did? They put me in fucking jail. And then they said I was going to her house when that didn't even happen. Never went. I was never at their fucking house. Never was I at fucking Brandy Autumn Tree Lord Robson's house. Okay? I was never at their fucking house. I was at their house on fucking Commonwealth. That fucking pigsty. But I wasn't at the pigsty over wherever the fuck they live. Greenleaf. Even their fucking street name is a drug reference. Even the name of the street is because she's such a fucking drug addict and a fucking alcoholic. Even the name of the fucking street is a drug reference. Greenleaf Avenue. That's like if the fucking protected party lived on a fucking Natty Boulevard or something. Like, come on. Even the fucking street name is an alcohol reference. I fucking hate this neighborhood. Fucking hate Lovejoy, and I fucking hate everything. And I hate to say it, but you know what? The only thing that's keeping me from moving out of state right now, the only thing that's keeping me from moving out of state is gravy. Okay, that's the only thing that's keeping me from moving out of state right now, is fucking gravy. Once Gravy dies, I'm moving the fuck out of state. I'm moving to like fucking, I don't know where I'm gonna move to, but I'm gonna move to fucking Las Vegas or like Texas or, you know, somewhere out west. I want to move somewhere out fucking west. Get me the fuck out of Lovejoy and out of fucking New York State. Get me somewhere west. I'll move to fucking Seattle. I don't give a shit. I'll move to fucking Denver if I really wanted to. And no, not because there's fucking weed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking hate Lovejoy and I hate the only thing that's keeping me here is fucking gravy. That's it. Even North Buffalo, man. Even that's even a kind of a shithole. Not really, but I'd rather just move out of fucking state, though. And I don't know, I'm not going to sit there and, like, the only real reason I want to move, because I don't want to be, like, I don't want to just wait till Gravy dies, you know? I mean, that's what's going to happen, that's kind of what's going to happen And then when Gravy dies, I'm moving out of state. And when I move out of state, I'm going to get a cat over there. Because I can't bring Gravy over. You tell me a way. You figure out a way I can get Gravy over to Texas or Las Vegas. You figure out a way I can do that. We already looked that up. Amtrak, yeah, you could do it. However, you can only have the cat you can only have the cat for a trip that's longer. You can only have the cat on the fucking Amtrak train for a trip that's less than 7 hours. And that actually includes, like, okay, so in order to get to Houston, Texas, from where I am now, I have to go from Buffalo to Cleveland. That's like 3 hours. Then it's like Cleveland to Cincinnati. I think that's like 2 hours. And then it's like Cincinnati to something, I forget. Cincinnati to Nashville. I think it. Oh no, it's Cincinnati to fucking Detroit. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, Cincinnati to Detroit. And by that time, it's 7 hours. It doesn't go like, oh, you can only have the cat on. Oh, it goes for the whole fucking thing. So I think I can't even go to fucking New York City with the cat on an Amtrak, because isn't New York City like 8 hours away or something like that? Something stupid like that. Like, I can't even do that. Even if there is different stops in between, they won't let you do it. I mean, I'm sure. Hey, look, I'm sure that if I would have to. I think what would happen is I would have to pay. I wouldn't be paying it as like one long trip. I'd have to pay it in segments. So I'd be like, okay, I gotta get a ticket for Buffalo to Cleveland. Then I have to get a ticket for Cleveland to Cincinnati. Then I have to get a ticket for Cincinnati to fucking Detroit or something like that, you know? I can't just have it like, oh yeah. I can't just have the whole thing like that. And each time I pay for another ticket like that, I have to pay for another like $25 fucking cat fee every time. So if it's like $10 or it's like $25, I'm paying like fucking. It was like 5 stops or some bullshit like that. It was like 5 different fucking cities I have to go to in order to get to fucking Houston. So that's like what, $125 right there, just to have fucking gravy. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't think the Megabus goes out that way. And no, the Megabus won't even let me have the cat on the bus. Which is bullshit. It's grade A bullshit. If Gravy was able to get on a fucking Megabus, I'd fucking take her on the fucking Megabus. And then I would pay like I'd be willing to pay like $10 each time she had to get on. But whatever. They won't let me do it. If it was like $1, it was like $1 for each fucking thing, I'd fucking do it. If there's any other way I can think of. See, this is where my parents would come in handy. No, fuck that. This is where having a car would come in handy, but no. It was more important to fucking exploit my fear of fucking bees and say, oh well, he's not allowed to drive because he's afraid of fucking bees. It was that. It was more important to do that. It was more important for me to be afraid of fucking bees. Now I'm fucked for my whole fucking life because of this. Oh, you're not allowed to drive. You're afraid of fucking bees. Even though there's nothing to do with fucking bees driving. Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to fucking drive. You're afraid of bees. You're not allowed to drive because you'll take somebody's parking spot and kill somebody. Because we saw it on a fake fucking movie. Which doesn't even exist. The movie exists, but the part doesn't exist. I had to go and watch that whole fucking movie from beginning to end, and I had to go see. I wanted to see what that was all about. I wanted to fucking see. I wanted to go and see what the fuck my mom was talking about. And you know what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing on that movie that said there's no part in that movie. No part whatsoever. There was no part whatsoever in that goddamn motherfucking sons of bitchin' fucking movie that said that somebody got run over because of a parking spot. There's no fucking part in that. And you can go and hey, I challenge anybody to go and find the fucking part in that movie. Prove me wrong. I know my rich uncle doesn't like that shit. My rich uncle always thinks he's right. My rich uncle always thinks he's the best person ever because he has that narcissistic personality disorder. But you know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. Go on, I'm telling you, prove me the fuck wrong. I want you, the viewer, I want you as the viewer to go and watch the movie Cold Turkey from the 1970s. And it has fucking Edith Bunker in it, and it has Dick Van Dyke in it. And I want you to sit there, and I want you to find that part. I want you to watch the movie beginning to fucking end. And I want you to find that fucking part in that movie where I want somebody to find that part beginning to fucking end. Watch that movie the beginning to the fucking end where I want you to find that part in that movie where there's a part where somebody runs over another person because they took their fucking parking spot because they were either autistic or they were either trying to quit smoking or something like that. My mom is flip-flopping. First she said because it was autism, then it's all because they were trying to quit smoking in the movie, which is what the movie's about. But there's no part where anybody gets fucking run over because of road rage and whatever. There's no part whatsoever in that movie where somebody gets run over due to due to somebody trying to quit smoking. They're so stressed out that they run somebody over. They took the fucking parking spot or whatever. You know what I think it is? I'll tell you what I think it is here. I'll tell you what I think is actually going on here. And correct me if I'm wrong here. I think what's actually going on around here, it's not about, you know, here's what I think is going on. Because you know what? My mom has always said that, oh, me and you, we went everywhere. We would go and fucking we would sit there and we would take fucking trips to Toronto. And we would take trips to here and there, every which where. Yeah, well, why don't I remember it? Because it was so long ago, right? I do kind of remember some of them. But why the fuck would you just stop going? Like, it just seemed like we just stopped going to these things. I actually remember we went to fucking Cedar Point once in Ohio. Cedar Point in Ohio. This was before. Okay, this was before. This was before we lived on Zelmer. This was before Zelmer. This was like, oh my god, this was hardcore early. So this was before Zelmer. This was like when I was like 3 years old, and I kind of remember it still a little bit. So we used to live on Lovejoy. Yeah, we used to live on fucking Lovejoy before Zelmer. We used to live where the fucking laundromat is now. Yeah. It wasn't always a laundromat. I think it was like a hair salon or something. But we lived above it. The building's not there anymore, though. It got knocked down or whatever. But anyway, we went to fucking Cedar Point in Ohio. We drove there. We fucking drove there. We drove our asses there. And it just seems like all of a sudden, you know, and I do remember some of the things when Mom's saying, like, oh, we went to Toronto a lot. Yeah, I do remember going to Toronto a lot. Okay? But here's the thing. Why the fuck... Like, I never understood it. Like, why the fuck did we just stop going to Toronto? Why the fuck did we just stop going? You know, other than that fucking Cedar Point trip when I was like 3, we never went on any, like, family trips. Like, a lot of the fucking family trips we went, I never went on the fucking trip, but my parents always went to fucking Las Vegas. That was the big thing. Like, every fucking year, my parents would go to Las Vegas. I wouldn't be allowed to go, and I would have to sit there for a fucking week and get bounced around between grandparents. You know, there'd be like a couple days where I had to go live with my fucking... I would have to go live with my fucking mom's fucking parents. Then they would like to take the load off everyone else. I'd go stay with my fucking my grandparents on my fucking dad's side. I'd stay there for a couple days. But I was never allowed to go to fucking Las Vegas. And they went like a lot, too. They went a fucking lot. They went a lot to fucking Las Vegas. Oh my god. And every time it was the same old bullshit. I would have to stay a couple nights with my fucking, I would have to stay a couple nights with my fucking, the grandparents on my mom's side, and then a couple nights with my dad's my grandparents on my dad's side, and I would never fucking go. We never went to fucking Disney World. We never went on anything that was like with a family. It was the only time we went somewhere I remember was fucking Cedar fucking Point in Ohio. That was the only time I remember. Any other time we went somewhere, it was just like, oh, let's go to Toronto for a day. But then I'm fucking sitting there and I'm fucking, and to this day my parents don't even let me go anywhere. They'll sit there and be like, okay, let's go. Like my mom will say like, oh, I'm going to fucking Florida. Even my mom can't handle fucking Buffalo anymore. But my mom can't fucking handle Buffalo anymore. That's fucking pathetic. But it's like, hey, can I go to fucking Florida? No. Why can't I go to fucking Florida? I always wanted to know why I couldn't go anywhere. Why didn't we ever go on any fucking family trips? And you know what? You know what I started thinking? So we went to like fucking, what was it? Cedar Point, which is in Ohio somewhere. I don't even know where in Ohio. I think it's like all the way on the other side of Ohio somewhere. I don't think it's like Cleveland. I think it's like way past fucking Cleveland. I think it's more like toward, I don't know. I think it's like near Columbus or something. That's where fucking Cedar Point is, you know. But I think what happened was, I was 3. We went to Cedar Point, and that was it. That was all the trips I was gonna have going on. Because I think what happened was, around that time, shortly after we went to Cedar Point, I think I might have been diagnosed with autism or something. And I think my mom was like, oh no, he's got autism. Which means that he has to be like one of those fucking Woodies over there. So we need to make sure that he fulfills that autism. We gotta make sure that, you know, he's got autism. Well, he's got autism, so what does that mean? Well, because he has autism, he's not going to be allowed to drive. We don't want him fucking driving. You know, we got to prepare him. We got to prepare him that he's never going to fucking be able to hold down a job. You know, because oh shit. He's not going to be able to hold a job down with his autism. And I think what my parents were doing was, I think my parents were like, okay, this is how an autistic person should act. This is how an autistic person should act. An autistic person shouldn't be allowed, you know, to drive a car, shouldn't be allowed to fucking, you know, he can't, my mom was like, we can't have him in public anymore. We won't be able to have our son in public anymore. So we can't go on any trips with him. Any trips that we go on, it's going to have to just be me and, you know, it's going to have to be, you know, just my mom and my dad together. It can't be, you can't have fucking, can't go to fucking Disney World, you know, he can't act in public. He can't act in public. He can't be out in public with us. you know, we can't bring him around the Disney World. He might act out. He might be autistic in fucking Disney World. And that's what my parents were thinking. I bet you. I bet they were like, well, you're autistic. You shouldn't be driving anyway. I think that's what it was, and the whole thing was, you know, we need to put some safeguards in because he's gonna want to lead a good, you know, fulfilling life, and I think we need to, you know, put our little foot down and say, listen, you have autism. You can't do a lot of these things. You don't know how to act. You don't have good judgment. So we're not even gonna teach you how to have good judgment. We're not gonna teach you any of that because you're incapable of having any kind of, you know, moral compass. You're incapable of having any kind of, you know, fulfilling, meaningful fucking relationships. So, yeah, let's just fucking, you know, his girlfriend Amy, okay, well, she was a fucking whore. That's the bottom line. We're gonna sit there and we're gonna fucking make fun of him for that. He's not allowed to have any fucking friends either. Autistic people aren't supposed to have friends. You know, people like you aren't supposed to have friends. People are. My mom was always, you know, she was always like fucking adamant about me, you know, going out. She was always adamant about me going out and doing stuff that I wanted to do. Oh, I don't want you going to this bar. People like you don't belong in bars. People like you, what do you mean people? People with autism don't belong in bars. Oh, really? Nope, you're not allowed in a fucking bar. Because people like you don't belong there. You know? And I really do think that the whole thing with, you know, when you think about it though, the whole thing with fucking Zelmer Street and, the whole thing with Zelmer and, you know, trying to, oh, what the fuck am I telling? The whole thing with Zelmer Street and, you know, how I wasn't allowed to, like, go outside and play. I think that whole thing, it had nothing to do with with gang members trying to shoot a fucking 10-year-old. This all had to, no, this, you know what this is? You know what this is all about? This was all about, you know, oh, he's autistic. He shouldn't be allowed to go outside. He shouldn't be allowed to go outside. Oh, but you know the neighborhood has a couple black people in it. Well, then he can't be outside because there's too many black people out there. But you know, it's not about the black people or the gangs or anything like that. This is you know what this is about? This is about, you know, oh, you're not allowed, you know, we don't think that you as an autistic person are capable of, you know, you can't handle the outside. You don't know how to act. And I think that's what they do. I think that's what happened. I think that's why they stopped, you know, we stopped going on fucking trips. Because they had this idea in their head of what an autistic person would have to be like. They, honestly though, you know what, honestly, I think my Aunt Karen, I don't think she's actually quote unquote retarded. Okay, I think if you got her diagnosed today, I think she would be on. My Aunt Karen would probably be autistic, but she would probably be on the more low functioning autism side. Because when you think about it, though, she is. You could tell that she is kind of aware. You know, she just has like a very. What do you call it? She just has a very childlike personality. If that makes sense. I mean, you can hold a conversation with her. But it's, you know, and she has that thing where she can remember shit from like fucking 50 years ago. Which is like the autistic thing, you know. Like, she'll be like, oh, remember when this happened, 50 years ago, and whatever the fuck. And she could remember shit like that. But I think that if she got re-diagnosed today, they wouldn't call her retarded. They would call her. They would probably call her like low functioning autism or something. But I have high functioning autism. That's the thing. Now, the other thing is too, and I'm going to say this, and it'll probably piss off my parents. First, it'll probably piss them off a lot for me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If we got my fucking, if my, and I get it was the times. Okay, and I think that if my grandparents were to, if they would have brought up my Aunt Karen as an actual person, as opposed to, oh, that's my retarded daughter, and they would have like taught her skills that would help her, I think she would lead a better life today. I really do believe that. But just like how my parents would have, I think my parents would have, oh God. Just like how my parents were like, oh, well, he has autism now. This is how an autism person should act. I think that would have been the same thing with my Aunt Karen. If my grandparents were just like, oh, well, that's just my fucking retarded daughter or something. Instead of actually, instead of saying, hey, listen, we're going to teach you real life skills. I think she would have, you know what? I think she would have ended up kind of like me. Kind of like how I am today. She'd be able to, live on her own, I think. But I think it's that whole thing where, oh, well, she got diagnosed as, being retarded. So we need to treat her like that. I think that's what happened. And I believe that if she got the help that she needed earlier in life, she would be, she would be more functioning than this. So, I mean, oh my God. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, my parents tried to fucking do what they did with my Aunt Karen, but in the end, it was just too much. They couldn't actually go through with it. They couldn't go through with it. They couldn't. Like, my parents were always fucking proud about keeping me sheltered. Like, for example, I wasn't even allowed to go and go to my own fucking grandmother's funeral because they said, oh, it'll upset him too much. It'll upset him too much. There's also that whole thing too. I couldn't go to my grandmother's funeral because they didn't want me in public when when everyone went to the fucking luncheon or whatever. They didn't want me to embarrass everybody. They didn't want me to embarrass them when we went to the luncheon, and that I couldn't eat more than like 3 plates of food, you know, because they'll be like, he's just gonna fucking eat the whole time. That's what they actually said. They're like, we don't want him to go to his grandmother's funeral, because if he goes to his grandmother's funeral, he's gonna end up overeating at his grandmother's funeral at the fucking luncheon thing, and it's gonna be embarrassing to us. We can't have that. So we're gonna just keep him home. He's not allowed to go see his grandmother's funeral. He's not allowed to say his last respect. He's not allowed to pay his respects to his own grandmother because we're too embarrassed to have him as a fucking son for him to even be allowed to be at a fucking funeral. I think that's bullshit. I think that's grade A bullshit. You know, when I went to Toronto about a year or so ago, all my mom did was she just sit there and paced. She fucking paced back and fucking forth. Because she was so goddamn worried about me. She was so goddamn worried about a fucking 32-year-old man going on a little fucking vacation for himself. What would fucking happen? Yo, what would the fuck would happen if I would just sit there and fucking pace every time my mom went to fucking Florida? What would she do? She would be like, you're being irrational. Well, how about this? You're being fucking irrational when you're sitting there fucking pacing. She was all fucking worried. She was all fucking worried that, you know, the first time we went to Toronto when it was me and her, she was all fucking worried that I would have, you know, well, I'm going to have to drive him everywhere in fucking Toronto because I don't want him taking the fucking bus. He's not going to know where to fucking go. You know, why don't you fucking ask me, you know, who fucking cares? Okay, who the fuck cares? You know, for real, who the fuck cares? Now, since I got this job at Family Dollar, I am going to start saving up money. For what, you ask? I'm going to start saving money for a fucking trip. I'm fucking going out. I'm going to fucking New York City. Sometime in the summer, I'm going to fucking New York City. And if my mom doesn't like that, well, then she can get her little fucking court order, and she can get her court order and make it so that, you know, I can get a court order saying that I'm not allowed in fucking New York City, you know, without my fucking little legal guardian bullshit. She can pull her little legal guardian bullshit on me and say that I'm not allowed in fucking, you know, New York City. I'm too immature to go to New York City, right? Right? You can get that fucking legal guardian bullshit pulled. But you know what? She hasn't pulled the legal guardian bullshit in a while. Because you know why? Because I called her out on it. I called her out on the fucking lies. She was never my fucking legal guardian. She just kept saying that as a way to control me. No fucking judge would approve of that. So you know what she does? She just fucking makes it up. She lies about everything. She lies about shit to control. You know, she lies about shit to control me. And you know what? I'm fucking tired of it. And I know she was lying for a while now. For a good 20 years. Why the fuck do you think I started stealing from her? I started stealing from her because I realized she was a fucking liar. And that was kind of like my way of, you know, punishing her. You know, whenever I would do something bad, what would they do? They would take something away from me. They would take something away from me. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, well we got you a CD player." So that's actually, you know, that was actually something that that was kind of funny. You know, they bought me a CD player for Christmas the one year, the first fucking CD player, and a couple CDs, and the first thing out of my dad's mouth was, "Well, now you got a CD player, so that means now we can start fucking taking away CDs when you have bad marks in school." So in reality, the only reason that they gave me a fucking CD player was so that they could give them something to take away from me. Which is fucking cruel. It is fucking cruel. And honestly, I think it's actually on that video. I think it's actually on that video. I think it's actually on the video, those home movies videos. I think I think they actually set it on there too. When what is this? I think it's actually on there when hold on. Hold on. Nah. But I think it's actually on the home video on YouTube, where I was like, one Christmas I got a CD player, and they fucking, I think my dad actually says it. He's like, now that you got a CD player, now we can start taking away CDs. I think it's actually on there too, where he says that shit. Oh, now we can start taking away CDs when you get bad marks in school or something. I believe it's actually on that. I could be wrong, but whatever. And that was the whole point. That was the whole thing. You know, now that you got the school CD player, now we can start taking away CDs. I don't give a fuck. We can take away your fucking CDs now. It was like that was like the first thing. That was the first thing he said. That was the first thing that my dad said when I opened that. I open up the fucking thing. I saw it was a CD player. He's like, oh, cool. Now we can take away CDs. How do you like that? How do you like that? We're gonna give you a fucking Christmas gift. As we're gonna give you something just so that we can take it away when you act up. Well, guess what? How about whenever you act up, I take away something? Oh, like what? Oh, well, I'm gonna make it so that you can't pay your fucking you can't pay your fucking bill this week. You know, I'm gonna make it so that every time you lie to me. Oh, and I stole a lot. You know I stole a lot from you people. I didn't steal it just to fucking steal. I'm teaching a fucking lesson here. I'm teaching a fucking lesson. You know, I'm teaching her a fucking lesson. Every time that my mom or my dad lies about something, I stole money from them. Okay? I stole fucking money from them. And you know what? I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize to my parents for that. I feel that, you know, if they're gonna fucking lie, then I think they need to be punished for that. I feel that they need. I feel that my parents need to be fucking punished for that. Okay, I feel like they need to be. I feel like they need to be punished. I'm sorry. I feel like they need to be fucking punished. So that's why I do it. I don't do it as a way because I need money. You realize I could just fucking ask them for money, but you know what? No, I steal because I feel like that's what, like, you know how when they say, you know, like how they say shit like, hold on. You know how they always say like, oh, what's gonna get people? You know how people always are, what's gonna get them to change? You gotta hit them in their pocketbooks. They're like, you gotta hit them in their pocketbooks. You know, when a fucking company does something wrong, what do? You fucking boycott them. You boycott them and say, hey, listen, we're not gonna buy your fucking shit. Okay? We're not gonna fucking buy your products. We're gonna hit you where it hurts the most. In the pocketbooks. Okay? So when my parents go and fucking lie about something, you know, like anything, whenever my parents tell a fucking lie, I take a little bit of fucking money from them. If they want to be able to fucking pay their fucking bills, then they need to learn how to not lie. That's the bottom line. They need to learn how to not lie. They need to learn how to tell the fucking truth. They need to be 100% open and honest. Okay? None of this None of this bullshit. And that's why I steal. I steal because I feel like if they can associate the stealing with the lying, then maybe they should. Maybe the next time they go and tell a lie, they could go, oh wait, I shouldn't lie. I might get 10, 15, 20, 50, $100 taken from me. I should not lie. And that's what I'm trying to do here. It's like you associate the lying with the stealing, and then you'd be like, oh my God, I should not lie. Because then it's going to you're just going to get fucking money taken from me. No, I wouldn't even say it's actual stealing. No, I'm not gonna say it's actual stealing. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's as much of stealing as it is my parents taking away CDs when I'm acting up. That's as much as stealing as that. So if it's okay for them to sit there and take away CDs or take away video games or ground me, then it's okay for me to take away their money. That's the way I see it. And yes, when they told me that, oh, we don't have fucking pot, and then when I went to go take their fucking pot, I took their pot, and they're like, you didn't take our fucking pot. What fucking pot? I thought you didn't have any fucking pot. You know what I'm saying? They lied to me. They fucking lied to my face. I asked them, do you have any marijuana? Because I wanted some fucking marijuana. Okay? I wanted some fucking marijuana. And they said, we don't have any marijuana here. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So then I take their fucking marijuana from them. And then they're like, did you take our marijuana? I'm like, what marijuana? You don't have any. I thought you didn't have any. You know what I'm saying here? That's what I'm saying here. So no, I didn't steal the marijuana. I took it away. Because you lied to me. That marijuana should never have even existed. Because you said you didn't have any. Okay? That marijuana should never have fucking existed in the first place. You said you didn't have any marijuana. What marijuana? You didn't have any, remember? Now all of a sudden you have all kinds of fucking marijuana on you. Okay, well, guess what? It got taken away from you because you lie. It's like when my mom, every time my mom goes to a fucking Indian casino, I just want to steal like $1,000 from her. Because she lied and she said that she wasn't going to go back to that Indian casino, the Seneca Niagara Casino, or the Seneca this, or the Seneca, the Seneca whatever casino. Because of the circumstances surrounding my firing from the Seneca casinos. When I got fired for not being an Indian. I got fired for not being Indian. And I know what you people are thinking. No, that's not what happened. You were fired because of what you did to Brandy. You told her she couldn't be there. Yeah, hold up a second here. Yeah, that is true. But in reality, I was actually fired for not being Indian. Why? Because if an Indian did those same fucking things, he wouldn't get fired. If an Indian told a woman that was bothering her at the casino, you can't be at this casino if you're going to bother, he wouldn't be fired. In fact, the casino would probably take his fucking side because he's a fucking Indian. But you know, the white man like me, we can't get away from that. We can't get away with that. We have to allow everybody in, even the people that are fucking you know harassing us and stalking us at the fucking casino. We have to allow that. We have to put up with being harassed and stalked because we're getting paid to be harassed and stalked. Meanwhile, I go to her fucking work and she cries fucking rape over there. Like literally cries rape. He's saying that he's gonna rape me. Yeah. Like I never fucking said that. I never said that. I never went to your fucking house. I never went to her. You know, I never sent her a fucking letter in the mail or whatever saying I was gonna rape her. Whatever the fuck she wanted to say at the time. And you know, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck Dick Griffin outside was talking about that day, where she was. I went to fucking Dick's and I was like complaining about her. What the fuck was going on? She made a lot of that shit up. I remember she put on her Facebook the one time that I was like calling pizzas to her house. I remember she said that. And I was like, dude, what am I, like fucking 13? What am I, like fucking 13 years old? 13-year-olds don't do that shit. You know, what am I, like fucking 8 years old? What am I gonna call up the bitch and say, like, oh, is your refrigerator running? Oh. You better go catch it. Fucking stupid shit. Who the fuck do you think I am? Like fucking Pennywise? What the fuck? What am I? Oh, you have Prince Albert in the can? Well, you better know. What am I, fucking Pennywise? This all fuck. Pennywise wasn't fucking funny. Ow. What am I, like the fucking It clown? Oh, fuck you, barf. Ow. Well, I'm gonna go, oh, you got fucking Prince Albert in the can? Well, you better let him out. You fucking retard. Ow. You know what though? You know what's funny about that though? I think she actually made the false report to fucking Dick Griffin. To be honest, I think she actually did. Because when you think about it though, Dick's Sporting Goods is in Cheektowaga. It's at the Galleria Mall. That's where she said I was complaining about her at, what was it again? Dick's Sporting Goods. She said I was complaining about her to her manager or something. It's like, okay, well, even if I did do that, why is that, what's different? What's different between me fucking doing that and her doing that to me at the casino? What the fuck is so different? I just don't want to be fucking harassed at work. Meanwhile, she's making up shit that, he's having pizzas delivered. Like, what the fuck? I wasn't even in it was weird because it was like I wasn't even in fucking Buffalo when that shit happened. Like, I got back from fucking, I forget where. I think I was like in Rochester or something. And, no, you know what it was? I was with my mom that night. Me and my mom went to go and see, what was that movie? We went to go see 2 movies that night. What fucking movie was that? What fucking movie? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, we went to go see Tammy and Neighbors with Seth Rogen. When we went to the fucking Lockport Drive-In to go see those movies. Okay, and that night, because I think we were also supposed to go see Ted 2 or something that night as well. I think, but we didn't feel like sitting through the other movie or something like that. But anyway, we went and we went to go see those movies at the fucking Lockport Drive-In, and Barf's over there in fucking Cheektowaga saying, well, he's over there fucking calling pizzas to my house, and he's over there fucking, you know, calling my work and making shitty fucking complaints about the work, dude, whatever. And it's just like, come on, Brandy, come on. Even if, actually, you know what? If I was doing that shit, even if I was doing that shit, that's not illegal to do, is it? Fucking complaining about a fucking, you know, business. That's not illegal, is it? It's not fucking illegal to do. Isn't it illegal? No, it's not illegal. If it was illegal, then wouldn't all these fucking, it would be like all these fucking, you know, places. Okay, if making complaints about a company is illegal, then should be oh, what do you call it? Then any fucking negative Yelp review on fucking Yelp would be illegal too, right? I don't know, but you know, I'm allowed to, like, even if that did happen, you know, what would I do? If that happened, usually what happens is if I have a bad experience with a place, I just don't go there. Like, if I had a bad experience with Barf, I just wouldn't go there. You know, like, for a while, I, oh god. For a while, I didn't go to fucking, the Galleria Mall for a while. Why? Because I didn't want to fucking deal with her. If I had to go to the Galleria Mall, I would actually be in and out. I would be in and out. Oh god. I would be in and out, and that would be it. I would not go near that I would try to stay very far away. I would try to stay very far away from that fucking Dick's Sporting Goods, from wherever she fucking worked. You know, and then it turns out she wasn't even fucking working at that Dick's anymore. She was working at fucking Target near the fucking Boulevard Mall. So I was staying away from a place I didn't need to fucking stay away from. Now, the whole thing is fucking ridiculous. But you know what? Here's the thing. I think barf is a lot worse than the protected party. And you want to know why? Because at least the protected party doesn't fucking work. Okay? So it's easy. It's easy for me just to stay away. It's easy for me just to stay away from some little fucking, you know, welfare project in fucking Cheektowaga. You know, it's easy for me to stay away from a welfare project in fucking Cheektowaga, considering it's kind of off the beaten path. Okay? It's easy enough to stay away from there. She doesn't work. She doesn't need the fucking work. She doesn't work. Oh, good. She doesn't fucking work, so it's like I can easily avoid her. You know, she knows. I hope she, you know, I'm pretty sure that she watches these videos now. And I hope she's watching, you know, I'm pretty sure she watches these videos. So she should know. She should know that I'm working at fucking Family Dollar. She should know. So she should keep away from there. And you know what? Even if she does come in there, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not leaving my own fucking job. She's actively seeking me out. It's like she's actively seeking me out and starting trouble for me. You know? Oh, God. So she should not, she shouldn't fucking, she shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? And I know penis pasta. But whatever. Alright. Well, this is Dragonlordfrodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.